So this Exploring Monastic Life program, of the 6 of them that we've had here at the Abbey, I have found to probably be sort of maybe all the little points that I've learned the prior 6 years have kind of come in a little bit of a culmination of a little bit more understanding. And the way that I see it, first of all, for Venerables continuing to teach about the importance of the precepts and the rarity of having this opportunity to aspire for ordination and to ordain. And then for Venerable Jampa Sadrin's wonderful talks on renunciation, the disadvantages of a cyclic existence, and the beauty of ethical conduct. So what I was thinking about my life since I met the Dharma, I cannot even tell you off the top of my head how many times I've heard the teachings on the Four Noble Truths, which happens to be one of my favorite, as far as just making things move, making the mind move and open up. And I suddenly came to the realization this week that the first 2 Noble Truths, I've been deepening my understanding of them and seeing my own dissatisfaction, the own insecurity that runs my life, the instability of samsara, as well as some of this very obvious physical and mental suffering. And then seeing it in the world, and then trying to understand the cause of dukkha, the cause of this suffering. But you know, I never jumped into the 3rd and 4th Noble Truth. I have sat for years with the first 2 Noble Truths in my mind, deepening my understanding, deepening my refuge, deepening the compassion that arises in my heart, but I didn't go any farther than that. So 3 years ago, when I requested ordination from Venerable Children, I said, well, what would be the most helpful thing from now until my ordination and afterwards that would be of benefit for my mind? And she said, contemplate the 3rd and 4th Noble Truth. And I got to say, I wasn't quite sure what she meant. True cessation, true paths, what could that be? But for after ordaining, and certainly after coming back from Taiwan, I'm starting to understand that the 3 higher trainings, starting with ethical conduct, is the path to the cessation of this dissatisfaction, this suffering that I've been experiencing in this life, and who knows how many other lives. And that instead of getting kind of, when I would get into thinking about the truth of dukkha and the cause of it, I would sometimes get very sad about the whole situation, get very discouraged, and feel somewhat powerless when I got hooked into the level of the suffering. But now, for some reason, this EML, I think maybe it's all of those little points and all of the contemplating and trying to find the energy, the enthusiasm, the determination to really be in the monastic life with my full heart, my full mind, and this word about determination to be free. See, renunciation had kind of this don't go there thing. It was kind of too hard. It had a lot to do with, I don't know, just had a hardness about it. But determination to be free has another kind of feeling for me in my mind. So after Jampa Sadrin's talk the other day, and just Venerable's teachings on the dukkha, these 3 kinds of dukkha, I'm really inspired, because now I'm figuring that taking ordination and keeping the precepts is the best thing I could have done for myself and for the world, as far as getting my behavior down, subduing the afflictive states of mind in a gross form with the body and the speech, and that the precepts over the past 3 years have really done that. You know, I always thought that I was a well-behaved person until I came to the Abbey and realized I was totally out of control. I was obstinate, I was quarrelsome, I was spaced out, I was lazy. Not to say that those have all gone away, but the precepts have definitely started to give me some protection on when those things start to arise, is to sort of catch them early and make another decision. So right now I'm really inspired by this whole possibility of, through the trainings of ethical discipline, concentration, which someday in future lives I will have, and the wisdom realizing emptiness, that the truth of cessation will become a reality for not only myself, but for anyone, I think, who walks along the path of the Buddha. And certainly ordained life propels that path more quickly. So right now I'm really inspired. I feel determined. And yeah, I feel really uplifted that I figured that third and fourth level truths do have some purpose in my life, that I don't have to hunker down in the tragedy of samsara, as Geshe Sopa says, the jungle of samsara, where we're continually being slapped and trapped and kicked over and bitten, and to feel that there is indeed a possibility of liberation.